think it's kind of exciting that you have a brand new asset class.
The future of finance isn't coming, it's already here. And the countdown starts to XRP Las Vegas 2026, the world's largest XRP conference, April 30th through May 1st, at an all-new venue, Paris, Las Vegas. This week is the anticipated Clarity Act markup, and to celebrate, we have an amazing discount on tickets. Go to xrplasvegas.com for details, and current ticket holders will be price matched, so keep an eye on your email for details. Better hurry, this offer ends January 18th. Join the XRP community, industry leaders, and innovators from around the globe for an unforgettable experience at the center of the XRP ecosystem. Engage in critical conversation around regulation, digital assets and the future of money, and the ever-expanding use cases for XRP. Hear directly from the leaders shaping the industry. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, live on stage. Ripple is a premier sponsor of XRP Las Vegas 2026. Former CFTC chairman and head of the Digital Dollar Project, the Honorable Chris Giancarlo, and U.S. senatorial candidate and digital asset advocate, John Deaton. Whether you're a seasoned crypto expert or just starting your journey, XRP Las Vegas 2026 is where the future connects. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today.
That is XRP Las Vegas 2026. The digital asset guy will be in attendance if I survive whatever I have now. A little under the weather. We're having very cold temperatures in my part of the country, and that makes the heaters come on, which doesn't seem to agree with my lungs. So anyway, I hear iTrust Capital will be at XRP Las Vegas 2026. You can go and talk to them, and I hope they have hats. Last year, Uphold was the company giving out all the cool hats, which were awesome, but I want an iTrust Capital hat. You can own crypto and precious metals inside of an IRA, or their all-new premium custody account, which is just a regular account, but it still has the same institutional grade custody as the IRA, only a 1% trading fee. It's my favorite place to buy, sell, hold crypto. Today, breaking, the Federal Reserve pauses interest rates. We all were so surprised. So they paused. The market kind of, I guess you could say, it was kind of a red day, but nothing huge. But anyway, then, remember yesterday we were talking about Judy Shelton. She posted this 8 hours ago. Chair Powell stated in his recent video, "I have deep respect for the rule of law and for accountability in our democracy. No one, certainly not the Fed chair or the chair of the Federal Reserve, is above the law." And then she says, "Rule of law is administered through the Department of Justice, refusing to respond to inquiries from the DOJ about expensive refurbishments being made to the facilities of a government agency shows neither respect for law or the willingness to be accountable." So just go ahead and read through this, and it's kind of interesting. A lot of us in crypto land are rooting for Judy to be the next Fed chair. Remember yesterday we saw her going back to a gold standard in a cryptocurrency sort of way video. Excuse me. Tomorrow, the Senate will vote on the major crypto market structure bill. Apparently it'll be at 10:30 a.m. It'll be interesting. Again, I mean, it would be nice if it would pass, but it doesn't seem like the parties are anywhere near an agreement. I mean, everybody talks a good game, saying they hope it'll be signed and, oh, it will, and we're going to get there. But I hear A lot of drama right now, especially with banks and the stable coin yield. Bottom line is the banks, they do not want people earning 4% on stable coins because everybody's going to take their money out of the banks, put them in stable coins, and earn that yield. It's that simple. And things are really kind of heated right now between the Coinbase CEO and the White House and the media. But I kind of see some of the different sides of it, but I think we need to, not back down and keep our stable coin yields. Because if we start letting the banks control this industry, then that's just unacceptable. What are we doing? So things are getting political here. Eleanor says new pro-crypto super PAC Fairshake says it now has a war chest of more than 193 million cash on hand heading into the 26 midterms. Most of the money comes from the 25 contributions from Coinbase, Ripple, and A16Z. Do I follow A16Z? Oh, I do now. With the midterms approaching, we are united behind our mission, with Fairshake continuing to oppose anti-crypto politicians and support pro-crypto leaders, said the spokesman. So things are getting political. I came across this post by Coach JV. He says, read the Bible, work out hard, stack assets, stop watching porn, eat whole foods, remove weak men from your life, say no more, and make your family's protection and safety your top priority. No woman respects a whining, soft man who points the finger at the world instead of taking responsibility. While the world self-destructs, you build quietly, deliberately, and without excuses. I'm sorry, but I've got to push back a little bit. I am a huge fan of Coach JV. I saw him in Vegas, hope to see him this year again, but I don't know. The way that he kind of just says, basically is, I don't know, he's kind of saying if you do these things, you'll have a good woman in your life. And I have to say, with what I'm experiencing, and a lot of my friends, my guy friends right now in their 30s, if you do all the right things, you will not just attract a good woman. And the statistics are showing that's not the case. Sorry, Coach. And then as far as a soft man who points his finger at the world instead of taking responsibility, I think we need to start being honest about how bad the dating culture and the behavior, and the attack on the family, how bad it's really getting. Because, the statistics are out there, and right now we've got the male loneliness crisis. You can see some of these. I mean, there's different numbers and things, but if you look at this, roughly 60% of men under 30 are single, almost double the rate for women of the same age. That's on Google that AI is pulling up. And if you have any experience with dating apps, it's very clear that girls get way more matches and way more hearts and roses and everything on dating apps than men do on social media. A girl puts a pretty picture, she gets hundreds, thousands of likes from men and other women, and it does not work the other way around. It's just a fact. Most young women they'll admit that. They'll brag about it. So I just have to say, Coach, I'm sorry, but it is not this easy. Maybe that's how it worked out for you, where you did all this stuff. But I'll tell you, read the Bible. I've done that, definitely. And I am a Christian, God-fearing man. I work out almost every day. I try to get to the gym every day when I'm not sick. stack assets. That's what I've prioritized the most. You know, I've done nothing but stack digital assets because I'm the digital asset guy. And then some of these other ones, I can say I have done most of those, but remove weak men from your life. It's hard to have friends these days. We're all so connected with social media, but we're also disconnected. I don't know who I would remove. I don't see many people except when I go to XRP Las Vegas. But, you know, most of my social life is digital. You know, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but today it's just people don't show up. They're not on time, or they're just wishy-washy. It's just very hard to, I don't know who I would remove from my life. There's not that many people in my day-to-day life. You know, just the way he says, no woman respects a whining, soft man. You know, the men that women are respecting these days, and not all of them, but it is no secret. The men who get respect these days, you can do all these things. You get disrespected most of the time. You know, I've done a lot of these things. Most of the guys my age, 35, I'm a couple lifetimes ahead of most of them in terms of retirement and assets and things like that. And I'll tell you, women these days, they're respecting men who are not trustworthy, who are all over the place, who don't have two pennies to rub together, usually, a lot of the time, or they've got a crap ton of debt, you know, and they don't have any actual assets. They just have liabilities. I'm just saying, a lot of women, they respect those men over the men you're talking about, Coach JV. So love you, but got to push back a little on that because that's not the case. Might have been the case for you, but not the way it is right now. You can't just do these things and then automatically get the wife and family. We're living in much different times. So hate to end it on kind of a negative note, but we're in a bear market. We're in a bear market of a lot of things. You know, yep, market is a little red today. Blockchain backers been sounding the alarm on we probably will have a capitulation event at some point. I think it would make a lot of sense. Why do they put all these things on there? No. Well, anyway. We're up here we were up at 126. I think it would make a lot of sense to come back down to the high in back down around either this high from 2021, around 67,000, or this level of resistance, or this level of support right here. The bottom's down around in the 70s. So I think 60, 70,000 wouldn't surprise me if we came down there. Yeah. But yeah, I don't see us turning around and going to new all-time highs right now. I mean, if they sign the Clarity Act, we may see a bump. Who knows if that'll get signed. I know it will eventually. But right now, it just seems like got a lot of work to do before we get this together. But I've said it before, I think all this red is just an opportunity. It's the way I'm going to look at it. All right, I don't have much voice left, so I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for listening and your continued support. Anything I say is not financial or investment advice. Just my own personal thoughts and opinions. Please hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends and family, anyone who you think would benefit from this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Digital Asset Guy.